The heavyweight boxing bout brought together two fighters with starkly different trajectories. Deontay Wilder, a surging, undefeated powerhouse known for his knockout streak, and Sergey Liakhovich, a former world champion, seeking one more moment of relevance in a division that had largely moved past him. Wilder, at just 27 years old and hailing from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, stepped into the ring with an astonishing record of 28 wins, all by knockout, and was seen as one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport. Having won a bronze medal at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, Wilder came to boxing late after initially pursuing football and basketball, but his physical gifts, athleticism, and raw power had propelled him into the spotlight despite limited amateur experience. His professional career had been defined by swift, brutal knockouts, with fights rarely going beyond the first couple of rounds. He had never even seen a fifth round by this point. Across the ring stood 37-year-old Sergey Liakhovich, originally from Belarus and now fighting out of Scottsdale, Arizona, a seasoned veteran with nearly 2 decades of professional experience. Liakhovich had once held the WBO heavyweight title after upsetting Lamont Brewster, and although he had not been active at the highest level recently, his experience was considerable. He had fought in the 1996 Olympics for Belarus and remained the only professional world champion from his country. Entering the fight with 30 professional bouts and over 180 rounds logged, Liakhovich's toughness and ring IQ were never in question, but his durability had shown signs of wear in recent years, having been stopped in his previous 2 fights. Nonetheless, he had never been knocked out before the 9th round in any loss, giving him a reputation for grit even in defeat. On fight night, however, early warning signs emerged when Liakhovich came into the ring dry, without having broken a sweat, often a troubling indicator of lack of proper warm-up, which can lead to susceptibility to early knockdowns. As the bell rang to open the first round, Wilder immediately established his jab, staying composed and sharp under the guidance of his trainer, former Olympic gold medalist and world champion Mark Breland. Breland had urged his fighter to remain patient, to focus on timing and distance, and to take the rounds if they came, but Wilder's signature power soon took over. In less than 2 minutes, Wilder delivered a vicious right hand that landed flush after a stiff jab, sending Liakhovich crashing backward into the ropes and then down hard onto the canvas. The referee quickly stepped in to halt the fight at just 1 minute and 43 seconds into round 1. What followed was a frightening few minutes as Liakhovich appeared to suffer a physical reaction to the knockout, shaking and spasming as medical personnel rushed into the ring. The mood in the arena shifted instantly from excitement to concern, but after careful attention from doctors and paramedics, Liakhovich was able to sit up, communicate, and eventually leave the ring under his own power, though clearly shaken. For Deontay Wilder, the victory was another emphatic display of the incredible force behind his punches. Critics had questioned the quality of his opposition, arguing that his record was padded, but knocking out a former world champion with 1 clean shot, even one past his prime, sent a strong message to the heavyweight division. No fighter had ever stopped Liakhovich in such dominant and early fashion, and while the bout had been expected to give Wilder more rounds and test his stamina, he instead delivered what may have been his most devastating performance to date. With his record now standing at 29-0, with all wins by knockout, Wilder retained his WBC Continental America's heavyweight title and took another major step forward toward a potential world title shot. The American heavyweight scene, long in search of a dominant figure since the days of legends like Tyson and Holyfield, had not seen this kind of one-punch power in years. Alongside other emerging names like Bryant Jennings, Seth Mitchell, Andy Ruiz, and Malik Scott, Wilder was now firmly positioned as the most fearsome puncher of the group. Though skeptics remained about whether he could maintain this streak against elite opposition, few could deny that his talent, intensity, and finishing ability made him one of the most dangerous and marketable heavyweights in the world. This fight may not have provided the extended rounds Wilder had hoped for, but added to his growing legacy and raised expectations for what could come next. The next step would be a stiffer test against a top contender or champion, but for now, Deontay Wilder had done what he does best, ending another fight with a thunderous right hand and reminding everyone watching that he may very well be the next true king of the